If your furniture is looking a little outdated, don't worry about it. I've got you covered. Today, I am sharing 5 easy ways to update your furniture for 2025 that will instantly make it look so much more high-end without breaking the bank. So let's jump in. My name is Kara and I have been flipping furniture since 2020. I have managed to pay off close to $70,000 worth of debt at this point. We are completely debt-free just from flipping furniture. And one of the main ways I have accomplished that is by doing all the trendy things that my market likes to see. I live in Dallas, Texas, and everything has to be on trend, on style. So I've had to learn to make sure that that is how I style my furniture pieces. And I'm gonna teach you today how to do the exact same thing. So we're starting off with this dresser that is just a blank slate. It's been previously painted before. It definitely needs an update, and it is just a perfect square. It doesn't have a whole lot of details, but I'm gonna show you how to turn it into something really special. The first thing I need to do is get off all of these flower appliques. I'm just using a small mallet and a chisel. The last one is hanging on for dear life. We did it. They're all removed. Now I just got to figure out what I'm going to do next. I think the next logical thing is to get this guy cleaned. It's been in my garage for a few months now, at least 4 months, I would say. So it's really, really dirty. And even if you have a piece that's sitting in your house, one of the first things you're gonna wanna do is clean it. Even though you probably think it's clean, I clean it all the time. If you are redoing it or thinking of painting it and it has furniture polish or fingerprints or anything like that, you've got to get those off. So you want to start with something like a TSP cleaner, or I love to use Simple Green mixed up in my spray bottle, and then I use some hot water and give everything a really good scrub. So you probably noticed, but this dresser has a base on it. And so what I like to do on my flips to make them look more upscale and more in style is just to strip back whatever coating is on there. So in this case, it's painted. So I'm gonna use my orbital sander. I've got a 120 grit pad on here, and I'm going to get this paint off. So one of the bigger investments that if you're trying to get into furniture flipping that I would recommend that you do get right out the gate is an orbital sander. So you can pick these up fairly cheaply. I'll put my favorite ones linked down below. 40, 50 bucks, somewhere around there for a corded version that's really good. I've actually had this guy for 5 years. I've pretty much used it on every single flip. It's definitely paid for itself a whole bunch of times over at this point. But in the beginning, a really good orbital sander, some good paint brushes, and some cabinet and trim paint will get you going in no time. So let's get the paint off the bottom of this dresser. Now that the paint's been sanded back, I am using some General Finishes Special Walnut Gel Stain. This is a gel stain, so it goes on a little bit thicker. You just leave it for a few seconds, let it penetrate all the way through, and then you'll wipe it back with a lint-free rag.
You guys know I love a good upgrade, whether that's furniture or food. I've been dying to get my hands on one of these Wild Grain subscription boxes because I've heard so many people raving about them. I know that they've won a bunch of awards, and it's finally my turn to try it, and I'm so excited. Wild Grain is the sponsor of today's video, and they have sent me a box packed with artisan sourdough, fresh pastas, and pastries. And let me tell you, my family tries to raid this box as soon as it comes in the door. We enjoy it so much. I mean, look at this beautiful loaf. It went from frozen to golden perfection in just 25 minutes. We are having beef stew tonight, and this is going to pair perfectly. So unlike store-bought bread, Wild Grain sourdough slow fermented, which means it's easy to digest, packed with nutrients. There's no kneading, there's no waiting, just amazing bread fast, delivered straight to your door. And if you're like me and you're kind of picky, you can fully customize what comes in your Wild Grain box. They're always adding new seasonal goodies, so there's something fresh to try every time. You guys be sure to grab one of these boxes today if you want to try this out. Visit the link below or go to wildgrain.com and use my code LEMONS30 to get $30 off your first box. Plus, you're also going to get free croissants for life. I mean, look how beautiful these are. I cannot wait to make these, and you know I'm taking them out to the garage. Thank you so much, Wild Grain, for sponsoring today's video.
The top of this has a pretty gnarly scratch all the way across it. I must have drugged something across this when it was in my garage. So I have just got out my Minwax color changing wood fill, and I'm going to apply some of this to that scratch and let that sit and dry while I work on the next part. I'll give this dresser a good scuff sand since it is previously painted with a nice satin finish. I just want to make sure I rough it up a little bit so that my next coat of paint is going to adhere nicely. And I need to knock down some of these lumps and bumps from these floral decals that were still sort of hanging around after I took them off with the chisel. Just these drawers in particular, since I've burnt down into the particle board, I'm gonna prime these with some Rust-Oleum primer just to make sure they don't bleed through my final finish. Adding architectural details like trim and molding, or even like simple wooden appliques, can really give plain furniture a custom and designer feel. So like fluted drawer fronts or some reeded details, simple frame panels can take a piece that's really boring and make it look really high end with like minimal effort. A lot of these things you can pick up at Hobby Lobby or Lowe's. I found these at Lowe's, and they're square rectangle. Can you see on the camera? And they're really large, so I should be able to get a few projects out of these. I picked up 5 of them. I think they cost $6 a piece, somewhere around there. Just made sure that the ones I was grabbing were nice and straight. I'm gonna measure out some of my door fronts here and figure out how I want to lay out the detailing on these. I came out last night and added on all of the trim pieces to this dresser. I used a little spacer so that I knew that everything was spaced evenly, and then I used my nail gun to put them all in place. Now I used a little bit of wood putty to fill in where that nail hole was. I'm going to sand that back a little bit and we'll move on to the next step. Now this part is probably my favorite tip as far as making furniture look super luxurious and high end. So you can do that by adding things like paint washes or deep satin colors or even really, really shiny lacquers, take things to the next level. But you want to make sure that you have a really good self-leveling paint and that you're not left with a lot of brush strokes. So I like to use Sherwin-Williams Emerald. This is their trim enamel formula. And I picked out a color that's trending for them right now, and it's called Slate Blue. And I thought that would look really good against this base that I stained, and then also help those trim details just really pop on this piece, which is exactly what we're going for. So I'm gonna load it into my gravity-fed sprayer here and get it ready to go, and let's get some paint on this guy. We had a huge storm roll in last night, so I didn't get to finish the second coat. I'm gonna go over it with my Surf Prep sander. I've got one of those squishy foam abrasives on this. It's a fine grit, just to knock down any bits and bumps that are on the top so it's nice and smooth, really going for that shiny satin look on this one. So I'll do a really light scuff sand and then we'll get that second coat on.
Tip number 4 is incorporating texture and contrast into your pieces, and an easy way to do that is by mixing materials like wood and paint. So you can do this and it gives a nice subtle two-tone effect, and it gives furniture a more custom designer inspired look without a huge investment.
The last tip to updating your dressers to have the most up to style look is swapping out old and outdated knobs and pulls to more modern, high-end looking hardware. That completely transforms the piece in and of itself. So looking for things like gold or matte black finishes or brushed bronze, that's really in right now, and they instantly elevate the look on any dresser that you're flipping. But on today's project, I'm stuck in between two designs. So on this big drawer here, they all have these finger pulls at the bottom. Every single one of these drawers has a finger pull. So it didn't come with knobs originally, but I'm kind of playing around because I do like these finger pull knobs that go on the front of them. And I could also maybe do one of the knobs that I've used a lot on this year's furniture projects because they're really on style and they are brushed bronze. And those will look really good too. I don't have any of those in stock. But I do have enough of these if I wanted to go this route. So at the end, I'm going to show you what these look like on it and what they look like off of it. Again, it doesn't need it because it's got the pulls built into the bottom, which is neat, but I don't know if I should just leave this a little more minimalistic and leave the pulls off of it, or if the pulls are adding something a little special. So you guys are going to have to tell me at the end in the comments which one you think works better.
I hope these 5 tips gave you tons of inspiration to update your own furniture in fun and affordable ways for 2025. If you try any of these, be sure to tag me over on Instagram. You can find me there at Lemons to Lemonade Furniture. I would love to see your personal flips and what you guys are working on. And remember, you don't have to do all 5 of these on one furniture flip just because I did. You can add 1 or 2 of these and you will see a huge difference in your furniture and in your profits. Big thanks to today's sponsor, Wild Grain, for fueling my DIY days with the best sourdough bread and pastries around, straight from the freezer to my oven. Don't forget to check out my link below and use that code LEMONS30 to get $30 off your very first box. You will love these boxes. I love my boxes. Be sure to check it out. I'm going to list this one today on Facebook Marketplace for my magic selling number, which is around $850. We're going to see how long it takes to sell this. And as always, I'm going to update you guys on what it sells for over on my community page. I think now it's called Posts, something like that. But if you go to my main YouTube page, on the top there, you're going to see the difference between like the reels, videos, and then I think it says posts, and that's the one that you want to check out because that's where I post where everything sells. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and go check that out, and I'll keep you posted on what each and every flip sells for. I have linked one of my other favorite flips for 2025 in this next video box here, so I hope you guys check that out, and I will see you next time at Lemons to Lemonade Furniture.